Welcome back. So, we are doing Bhagavad Gita chapter-wise summary, and today we are going to start the 12th chapter. So, let us get ready for that. Let us sit straight. Head, neck, backbone straight. In this position, the energy flow is maximum, conducive for meditation, conducive for spiritual learning. Let us let go all our past regrets, future imaginations, present confusion, tensions, and focus our entire attention on the breath. Breath is a very good support for bringing the mind in the present moment, reducing the restlessness, agitations of the mind. As breath is always in the present moment, always fresh, God-given, unattached, very vital, immediately the mind acquires the qualities on which it focuses on. That is the reason God always says in the entire Bhagavad Gita, single pointed attention, devotion, thought on me. That is very important. For that, the mind has to be peaceful. Keeping our mind peaceful and alert is our own sadhana through whatever paths, bhakti, karma, jnana. But that is the first qualification required. The second is to have that devotion and love. And chanting is one of the good methods, support for keeping the mind peaceful, devoted, loving. Because in most chantings we praise, we ask. So let us chant loudly together.
सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कवित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। वसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। हरि ओम।
Hari Om. Thank you, Ladhara Chikaji. So we are doing chapter-wise summary, and in the last session we completed the 11th chapter, and today we are going to start the 12th chapter. So let us do a quick summary in a couple of minutes, as last Sunday there was no session. So 10th chapter we saw one in all, where Lord showed his vibhutis for Arjun to meditate 24/7. We can take up anything for meditation where we can see glorification, where we can see excellence, etc. Then Arjun asked that, Bhagavan, you showed me one in all, but can I see all in one in your body? I have heard, I have understood, but can I see it? Can I experience it? So Bhagavan immediately said yes, gave him the Divya Chakshu and the various aspects of this universe. So first he showed the general and then the specific one. But very interestingly, here he chose to show his Rudra Swarup, fierce form. Why? For two reasons. Bhagavan told that I can show you my creative form, I can show you my sustenance form, but now I would want to show you the fierce form, because now what is going to happen is a world war, lakhs of people are going to die. So Bhagavan showed him that war also and the destruction also. And Bhagavan showed him that this war has already happened from my point of view. I am the person who creates, sustains and kills. And very interestingly here, Bhagavan showed that all these people are coming and going into his mouth and he is enjoying. Somebody's head stuck here, somebody's tongue, hand stuck here, he's chewing and then blood oozing. So from God's perspective, very important one is that for Bhagavan, birth and death both are same. Bhagavan enjoys both. We have associated birth is good, death is bad, loss is bad. For a goldsmith or for an artist who is making toys from the clay, whether he creates the doll, then again dismantles the doll and makes the clay, again creates another doll, the same clay is there. Bhagavan says, for me, it is same thing. I just wanted to show you so that your fear is removed and you know that you are only nimitta matra bhava savve sachin. I have already killed everybody. You have to just go and rule and then create the dharma, because that is the reason I have taken this birth. So Arjun gets fearful, surprised, disturbed, terrified, and asks him to come back to his normal form. And we have to remember that in this universe, everything is perfect and precise from Lord's perspective. Because we do not know, we have to accept what comes, cheerfully do our duty. That is our job. That is the only thing kept in our hand. But this attitude is very important, that whatever is happening in this universe and in my life, that is perfect and precise. And in that, my benefit is there, my kalyan is there. If that attitude remains, then we don't get into why me. This why me is the most destructive question. Why me means I am not believing in God. I don't believe in goodness. I don't believe that everything is perfect and precise, in spite of showing in the 11th chapter that everything is being done. I am only fighting the war. I am only killing people. I am only making them again reborn. So why me? This question should go. Worry must go, tension must go, and I must only focus on what is my duty in this relationship, in this job, in this world, in this business, and doing it cheerfully. Cheerfully is very important word. And then he asked for forgiveness, because then he sees entire world in the universe. And Bhagwan comes in the normal form. And then Bhagwan says that if you want to attain this form of mine, is very important now, because we're going to enter the 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga. Bhagwan says, if you want to attain this form of mind, which is very rare, you have to master this 5-star verse. There are 5 pointers given by Bhagwan. So this verse is called as a 5-star verse. We go to 5-star resort, 7-star resort. Bhagavad Gita, there are 5-star verses. We must by heart. Mat karma mat paramaha mat bhakta sangha varjitaha. So you do all actions for me. Keep me as the goal. Mat bhakta, only love me alone, single-pointedly, sangha varjitaha. Without any attachment to this world or anything, to your body, mind, intellect. Nirvaira sarva bhuteshu. This is very difficult to practice. Without any enmity towards anyone. So this instruction is given to Arjun, that without any enmity, without any anger, without any revenge, bhavana, you fight and kill everybody. That is a very, very important advice by Lord, because when we have this tendency to fight, or we have this tendency that I will not tolerate, then nirvaira sarva bhuteshu is not there. So Bhagwan says nirvaira sarva bhuteshu, because this thing comes in many, many verses in Bhagavad Gita. Then you will reach me. Yas samameti Pandava. Then you will reach me. So that is a summary of the 11th chapter. Now we are going to start one of the most beautiful chapter, only 20 verses, Bhakti Yoga. The 12th chapter name is Bhakti Yoga. Gurudev says, Bhakti means devotion. Without devotion, knowledge is tasteless. It is just like people say, I have a lot of bhakti, I have a lot of bhakti, I do a lot of puja, I do a lot of japa, where is very important, but that is tasteless. Sorry, without devotion, knowledge is tasteless. Some people, I can talk about God, Atma, Brahma, Maya, and various Brahma Sutra, Adhyasa Bhasha, Upanishad, definition of Atma, but I don't have the taste. Or I am not even having that taste in the range, like when we put up an agarbatti, before we go into the room and take the smell comes out and we get an inclination whether it is rose, whether it is chandan or something else. So wherever this glowing or fragrance is there, before we actually see it or smell it, we get a tingling. So without devotion, knowledge is tasteless. It is like writing on the piece of paper sugar and then eating it. So this is very important for us, those who are spiritual sadhaks, reading lot of one text after another text, one text after another text, and can by heart and chant and then quote. But then if there is no bhakti, bhakti means love not only towards God, but here in the earlier verse, Bhagwan said you practice with people. Our Gurudev has said that we stand as one family with love and respect. In the pledge, we take a pledge, so that must be showed in action. And knowledge without devotion, without knowledge, devotion is mere idol worship. So I must have the knowledge of two natures of the Lord. What is unmanifest nature? What is manifest nature? What is the yoga? What is the power of Bhagwan? What is the vibhuti of Bhagwan? What is the tattva essence of the Lord? What is absolute consciousness? What is the difference between Paramatman, Atman? What is absolute consciousness? What is Satchitananda? What is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh? What are these devatas? We have discussed this concept of God. So Bhagavan, Gurudev says, this knowledge I must have. So without devotion, knowledge is tasteless. There must be love. Actually, it is very interesting when the knowledge grows. One of the factor I can check in myself, whether my love towards people is growing, whether my love towards God is going. And suppose I am only going and doing in the temple, doing a lot of puja, this chanting, that chanting. And suppose somebody asks, what is this God? What is its nature? If God is everywhere, why are you going? I must have the knowledge. Otherwise, it will remain idol worship. And if these two are not there, then the ahankar goes up, that I am a very good devotee, I am a spiritual person, I am a good person, because I do not have the real knowledge. Like this one person went to one Swamiji and told, Swamiji, I have understood Brahman. What have you understood? I have understood I am Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. I have understood everything. Then Swamiji asked, what about other people? No, they are all Murkha, Mahamurkha. I am Brahman. Swamiji told, you have not understood anything. If you say you are Brahman and all other are Murkha, then there is half-cooked knowledge. As we say, Aham Brahmasmi is one Mahavakya. Bhagavad Gita is based on another Mahavakya called as Tattvamasi. So 1 to 6 chapter are based on Tvampada, Jiva. What is there in 1 to 6? Who am I? What is my nature? My ignorance, my confusion, my sorrow. Then Bhagavan gives self-knowledge in the 2nd chapter. Then how to establish in that knowledge through meditation, 6th chapter, and total clarity, peace, joy. That is predominantly focusing on the Jiva, self, who am I? The next 6 chapters are Tatpada, Jagadishwara, who is God. Cause, substratum of everything, all in one in all, his vibhutis, his Vishwarupa Darshan. Nature of God, this is very important because now we are going to deal with 12th chapter where Arjuna is going to start with a very interesting question. Nature of one God as Nirgun, Sagun, two natures. Now this is very important because this is what Arjuna is going to ask. Formless, nameless, attributeless God, Nirguna, and with form, name, attributes, Saguna. And the 13 to 18 chapter are Asi, relationship of Jiva and Jagdishwar. Now, Arjun is coming to business. In Gurudev's word, Arjun means business in this. He is asking this question that Bhagavan, you have told me both Nirguna and Saguna. Now, this is a very important question to all of us. So today I must ask this question, what is my path? This is not very easy to find out whether my path predominantly is karma. I love doing service to others. Whenever there is an opportunity, do I ask people, can I come and serve? Can I do this? Can I do this? Wherever I find any opportunity in Chinmaya mission or in job, in business or in society, can I do this for you? If this is my attitude, then my path is karma. Suppose my path is bhakti. I love to chant, I love to sing praises of the Lord. I go to temple, I can, sing glories and then do pujas and all those rituals. My mind goes there, then I have a bhakti path. No, I don't, like both. Basically, I like to read scriptures, That is also puja, Vedanta. I like to go into the nitty-gritties of every word, jnana path. All three are okay, but, my path is Hatha Yoga. I can do pranayam, I can do asan, dhanurasan, this asan, that asan, shirshasan. And through that I will attain the equanimity, chitta, vritti, virodha, nirodha. And somebody says, no, no, all these things is okay, but now I feel like closing my eyes and sitting in meditation, dhyana yoga. So I must ask this question, what is predominantly my nature and what should I do? So here Arjun asks one question straight. Arjun wants to master, realize this oneness, because Bhagavan has told you will realize me instantly. And he is a king, he is a warrior. He wants to achieve, man of achievement. So Arjun asks, Arjuna uvacha evam satata yuktaye bhaktastvam paryupasate. So I have understood your nameless, formless, unmanifest nature, and you have shown me your manifested form. Ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesha ke yoga vittamaha. Bhagavan, tell me now. This is very important to us. And through Arjun, thank God to Arjun, he asked this question. Bhagavan, what is superior? So Arjun is always a warrior and king. What is superior? Because this is where the fighting happens. Some people who are meditating say you're wasting your time. Those who are karma yogis, they are very angry with people who read scriptures and talk and do meditation. You're not doing anything. And those who are bhakta yogas, they say you're all fools only. God is everything. And then the hatha yogi will come. What are you talking? You can't bend down. You can't, your health is so bad, you're talking all these things. So here Arjun is asking, Bhagavan, tell me now one thing. Among these two, shall I worship Nirguna or shall I worship Saguna? One person told, Bhagavan, I am interested in neither. Neither I have love for God, neither I have love for Brahman. So Sagun bhi chala gaya, Nirgun bhi chala gaya. Then Guruji says, then only Durgun bachega. Durgun. Only Durgun you will have. Neither you are interested in Sagun, neither you are interested in Nirgun. What should I worship? So the straight question from Arjun in the first question in the 12th chapter, what is better? What is more profitable? I have little time. Shall I meditate on the truth as unmanifest or shall I meditate on Sagud? Tell me clearly. So now here a lot of question comes, whether idol worship is there, good or bad. Can the ocean be fully realized by knowing the waves? Is idol worship justified? Can meditating on form lead to formless? Devotees asking, Bhagavan, is with form or without form? One person went and asked Ramana Maharshi, what do you think? Because Ramana Maharshi's path is, who am I? There are various types of meditation. Bhagavan, Ramana Maharshi says, leave everything, just ask one question. Who is this I who is asking this question? If you go with any question to Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, he will say, okay, what is the question? Okay, this is a question. Who is asking? I am asking. Who are you? Who am I? That I do not know. So find out that first. Once I find out who am I, all that question also will go. The one person went to Ramana Maharshi and asked, is God with form or formless? Ramana Maharshi asked him another question. What do you think who you are? You are form? You are with form or formless? Depending upon that, God's nature will be, you can decide. Suppose you think you are body, mind, intellect, then you worship Saguna. Suppose you think you are Atma, then you worship Nirguna. Now we have to understand very, very interesting chapter where Bhagavan gives clear qualification of both. Now this chapter is very important because many people think, bhakti is easy, jnana is difficult. That is true, Bhagavan also has said, but the qualifications of a bhakta, when we are seeing here, then, we might find it difficult because in this chapter, a couple of things are given. What is the definition of bhakti? Who is a bhakta? What are the qualification of a bhakta? And once I know the qualification and attain, what will be the realization state? So all these questions are given in this particular chapter. So immediately Bhagavan answers. Shri Bhagavan uvacha, Maya Vesha Manoye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate. Shraddhaya Parayope Taste Me Yukta Tama Mata. This is my opinion. What is your opinion? 3 qualifications are required. If you have these 3 qualifications, then you are entitled for Saguna Bhakti. You can worship the form. And very interestingly, Bhagavan has not given any ritual here. He has given sense control, mind control, intellect control. So what is Saguna Bhakti? Saguna Bhakti is not possible with name. There has to be a name. Saguna Bhakti not possible with a rupa, form. There has to be a form. Saguna Bhakti not possible without quality. And this, first of all, before thinking of God, we must actually ask that, suppose I like somebody, suppose I am in love with somebody, what do I like? I will like the name of the person. When that name of the person comes, my attraction goes. I like the form of the person. I like the qualities of the person. I like the relationship, what I have, sambandha. Then where the person stays, dhamma. Then leela, what the person does. And then swarupa, the real nature of this particular person. We cannot love, it is very important for Saguna Bhakti, we cannot love someone without these qualities. What are these qualities? Nama, Rupa, Guna, Sambandha, Dhamma, Leela, Swarupa. Very important one. What is idol worship? Is not worshipping that idol. When we see an idol of Krishna, then that name must come in my mind, that Rupa must come in my mind. What are the qualities of Krishna? What is my relationship with Krishna? What is Krishna's abode? And then what are the Leelas, what Krishna is doing, and what is his real Swarupa? So we superimpose all these things on an idol and then worship it. So it is symbolic. We all know there is a beautiful story in South India. There was one couple who had no child. So that the couple prayed to Lord that I want a child. I do not have a child. Please bless. One day they found one small child on the earth, like how Sita ji was found, Bhumi. And that child was named as Andal or Andal. I don't know how in South India it is pronounced. Girl child. And this couple, the man was a priest in Vishnu's temple. So as this child started growing up, she was a divine child, blessed by the Lord, given by the Lord only. Her job was to make garlands. So she used to make garlands and give it to her father, and then father used to go and put on the Vishnu's idol there. And one day the father got little late and he found some very interesting thing that his child, this girl, was making this garland so beautiful, and everybody used to appreciate those garlands. But very interesting thing, he saw that before giving the garland to his father, she used to make the garlands, go near the mirror, put the garland on herself, and then take out and give it to the father. Father told, no, these garlands are not allowed. I will not take these garlands. And that day he went, he took all other garlands from the shop, and he was a priest, and he put the garland started falling down. None of the garlands Vishnu accepted, or the garlands fell down, and he was so disturbed. He came home and slept, and then Vishnuji came in his dream and told, I will only accept the garlands made by this girl, because this girl has that devotion. And then next day he had to accept, because this girl got a lot of firing from her father that what are you doing, and she was not ready to listen to him. And then the next day again the girl made the garland, put it on her, and then gave it to Lord Vishnu, and then it seems it turned into gold. And this is a real life story. So we superimpose all this devotion. This is bhakti. In bhakti, everything is allowed. We superimpose all this. So what we superimpose, we must know. When we have an idol of Krishna, Shiva, Ganpati, we must know this Nama, Rupa, Guna, Sambandha, Dhamma, Leela, Swarupa. How will we know? We have to read Puranas. We have to listen to the stories. We have to listen to Ramayana. We have to listen to Bhagavad. We have to listen to Ganesh Purana. And then the bhakti increases. Then we have to we can superimpose this on an image, avatar, guru. Then we have to do puja, japa, kirtan, bhajan, tirtha yatra, and then seva. So that is what is Saguna Bhakti is all about. But here Lord gives three qualifications. Three conditions are mentioned of a Saguna Bhakti. I can do all these things if my mind, my sense control, and my intellect is like this. What are the three conditions? Bhagavan says, fix your thoughts, mind, and intellect on me continuously. Maya vesha manomemam. Now, this is not very easy. Suppose till today I am thinking that I am a bhakta. I am not so much into karma, not into jnana, not into hatha, not into jnana yoga, etc. I am a bhakta. I'm a devotee of Lord. Then fix your mind on me continuously. Bhagavan says that every thought of yours must have that flavor of me. Now, very important thing, Guruji asked that, where is my mind? I never know where is my mind. Where does my mind go? When I am sitting alone, not doing anything, where does my mind flow towards? Towards a person, towards some job, towards some business, towards mostly my mind flows towards my neighbor whom I don't like. That kind of thought comes to my mind often. Those people whom I don't like, those kind of people I think more. So where does the mind flow? Mind flows where there is love and attachment. Where is my mind in life? This is an important question to ask. I must catch myself that where my mind is going naturally. When I am sitting alone, not doing anything, what all kind of thoughts are coming? Whose thoughts are coming? How frequently they are coming? What is the power in that thought? Whose thoughts just come and go? Whose thoughts are lingering again and again and again coming? So very important equation we got, that mind flows in the direction of love and attachment. So Lord says that you love me alone, because then mind will flow automatically. I don't have to make efforts. When I love only God, the mind floats towards God. Tukaram Maharaj says, Deha Barila Vitthala, Bolava Vitthala, Pahava Vitthala, Karava Vitthala. Everything is Vitthal only. What I am doing also is Vitthal. What I am seeing also is Vitthal. What I am thinking also is Vitthal, because I am so full with Vitthal. So there are different emotions, Krodha Vesh, Prema Vesh, and here what is been mentioned is Maya Vesh. You think only about me from morning to evening. Then how should I do cooking? No, cook for me, bathe for me, talk for me. Suppose we are going to talk for God, then most of the time I will have to keep quiet, because I am talking for myself. Mind must get absorbed in the form. That will happen if I follow this particular qualification, if I develop this qualification. And then Tukaram Maharaj says, Ata Baisalo Shezari, I am sitting next to God, because only God and God and God, only Vitthal I am thinking. So now, because we do not have enough love for God, we are not able to fix the mind on God form. So I must check what is my bhakti parameter. Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to see Ma Kali everywhere. He was once was taken to a red light area to test him, because people used to think he's mad. He saw that prostitute and say Ma Kali and went into Samadhi, because everywhere he sees. There are so many saints used to pick up garbage and some dirt on the ground which is eatable, used to eat and say this is Bhagwan only. Mata Amrutanandamayi was brought one person who was having pus. She just went and sucked the pus. Pus is also God. So that drushti is bhakti, what Lord is talking. Second qualification, the first qualification, Maya Vesha Manome. So what is the quality of my mind? Mind must be full of God. With God's thought, I can work, I can do, I can transact, I can do business. Worship me with sense control. Nitya Yukta Upasate. Second qualification, sense control. Develop concentration. When I am doing japa, many people say, no, I do japa every day, but then my mind wanders because love is less. because my concentration is less, my chitta shuddhi is not yet happened. But I must not give up, huh? Because this is what one of the questions or doubt many people have. While doing japa, Ram, 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 my mind wanders everywhere, goes the entire universe and come, and then 108, 108, 100, and mind is wandering everywhere. So mind is going where it is going, but still I must not give japa, but that will enhance my chitta shuddhi and chitta ekagrata. Mind must become single pointed. When I am meditating, I let go all my thoughts, family, business, everything, sit quietly. Body must be still, mind must be quiet and alert, intellect must be clear, and consistency in efforts will make it. Now, third qualification, not very easy. Shraddhaya parayo pesta. Parayo petasti. So, with supreme faith, not blind belief, not without conviction. And this conviction will come when we talk, when we listen, when we discuss. Any doubt coming in my mind, I must discuss, I must ask. Whatever I have understood, whether it is right understanding or faulty understanding, I must ask. Right or wrong, then the conviction will come. Right now, I am not convinced that this world is not having any happiness. I am not yet convinced. Okay, you're saying, and I can understand logically, you can prove it and understood that happiness is inside me. I am not convinced. Otherwise, the mind goes where it knows there is happiness located. If I love samosa, then mind will go towards samosa. If I love a person, the mind will go towards that person. The mind is still not convinced that this Atma is Paramananda. So that Shraddha is not there, faith is not there. I am not yet convinced 100%. But one who is not convinced is a sadhak. One who is convinced will realize. One who is not having this knowledge also is atheist. But one who is in between is a sadhak. Who is a sadhak? Very important one. Who is a sadhak? One who knows but doesn't feel it. I know that I am Brahman, but I am not feeling it. I know that I am God, but I am not feeling it. I am not having the experience. He is a sadhak. There is a gap between what I know, what I feel, what I do. He is a sadhak. Shraddha is my belief in something I do not know so that I may come to know what I do not believe. That is Gurudev's definition. Where there is Shraddha, there is no worry, fear, weakness. Why? Lord's grace is with me always. Lord is all-knowing. Lord is all-powerful, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. So when this faith starts increasing, I can check whether my faith is increasing or no. My worry will go down. My tension will go down. My stress will go down. My restlessness will go down because I know that Lord is with me, is taking care of me. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. We have discussed that verse in detail. So these are 3 pointers given. So now we are getting definition of devotion. What is the definition of bhakti? What is the definition of bhakti? Bhakti devotion definition is equal to unconditional love, undisturbed steadfastness plus unwavering faith. So this I must by heart. First verse of 12th chapter. Definition of bhakti is given. Unconditional love. That can only happen with the Lord. It cannot happen with people. It cannot happen with objects. Because once the mobile phone is there, I love it. Once the mobile phone goes for a toss, I throw it. Till I am getting happiness from a person, I love that person. When that same person starts disturbing me, starts giving me trouble, starts torturing me, I don't love that person. Unconditional love is only a concept which is possible with the Lord because it is unconditional, means it is permanent, imperishable. Then undisturbed steadfastness, my faith doesn't go up and down. If I get something, my faith goes up. If I don't get something, my faith goes down. And I am not disturbed so easily in life. Undisturbed steadfastness. So I must check whether I am what is my worry quotient, what is my tension quotient, what is my stress quotient, what is my faith quotient, what is my peace quotient. And this I can only test when I go through difficult situation. The way sitting only one alone in room and say, I am in peace. No. When you actually transact with people, come in a project and work, when people have different opinion, when people are not listening, my expectations are not getting fulfilled, then what? Then I must check my faith, my steadfastness, and my unconditional love towards the Guru, towards God, and my steadfastness towards the path, and my unwavering faith that I am going to reach the goal. When I do not know, that God knows. Like how the Ganges flow towards his goal. Similarly, my vritti, my thought process must. So now Bhagavan has given qualification of a Saguna Bhakta. Now very important point is coming. We have to take a deep breath and listen. This is a very important verse. Bhagavan is saying that these are the qualification of a Sagun Bhakta. Nirguna Bhakti. Now what is Nirguna? Nirguna means no guna. How will I love something which has no rupa, no guna, no relationship? How can I have a relationship with Brahman? Which is formless, tasteless. Bhagavan says, those people who worship Nirguna also attain me, but there is a but there. Bhagavan says, my opinion is that it is slightly difficult. Klesho adhikatar, Bhagavan is saying. It is difficult because suddenly I have to meditate on the Atma. Now, what is Atma? I don't know what is Atma. So I must first of all know the definition of Atma. If I go to higher texts, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, any other higher text, in all texts, different definitions are given of Atma. Tattva Bodh definition, we have to by heart. If I do not know Atma, how will I meditate? Panchakoshatita. Then Avasthatraya Sakshi. Then Sthula Sukshma Sharira Vyatiriktam Satchitananda Swarupa Sa Atma means this is Atma. So I must know, I must read Tattva Bodh, and I must know the definition of what is God, what is Atma, what is Paramatma. Then when I sit for meditation, my mind will go. So now we are going to see in detail that what is the difference between Saguna and Nirguna. So what is Nirguna Bhakti? Nirguna Bhakti is also Bhakti. Imperishable. When I worship imperishable, I become fearless. Nirguna is indefinable, unthinkable. I don't get attached. Thoughtlessness is accepted. Unmanifest, I don't get attached to any thought concepts. Unmanifest, unborn, all pervading, limitation-less, unchanging, unmutable, immutable, immovable, eternal, negation of finite. So we have seen all these words in Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita. When I did Mandukya Upanishad in CIF, we were supposed to by heart the 7th verse. So those who are interested, they must by heart 7th verse. Those who think that I am the Upasak of Nirguna. And the 7th verse of Mandukya Upanishad, we were supposed to by heart. So there, 3-4 days we were repeating this verse only. Na anta prajnam, na bahish prajnam, na ubhayat prajnam, na prajnana ghanam, na prajnam, na prajnam, adrusyam, avyavaharyam, agrahyam, alakshanam, Achintyam, Avyapadesham, Ekadma Pratyaya Saram, Prapanchopashamam, Shantam, Shivam, Advaitam, Chaturthyam, Manyate, Sa Atma, Sa Vidneya. Know this. Sa Vidneya means know this. What? This is Atma. What is Atma? These are all the attributes of Atma. Bhagavan kuch samajhta hi nahi. So the method for Nirguna is not very easy, because we have to follow neti method. Na anta prajnam, the bahish prajnam is not body, not mind, not days, not avastha, not panchakosha, not days, unthinkable, thoughtless, and that you meditate on and know that as Atma. Savidniya sa Atma. Bhagavan seems to be difficult now. I think both seems to be difficult. Saguna Bhakti and Nirguna Bhakti also Bhagavan confirms. Yes. For those people who are having more attachment towards body, mind, intellect, body and mind and intellect, then for them, Nirguna Bhakti will be difficult. Three conditions to be fulfilled to attain me. What are the three conditions? Meditation on formless, here as Brahman, unmanifest substratum. In Ishavasya Upanishad, we mention Ishavasyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. The thing which pervades the entire world, meditate on that. Now that is for Uttamadhikari, very difficult. Meditate on the substratum, meditate on the Atma, meditate on Brahman. So in Saguna Dhyana, one has to employ the mind. This is very important part to understand in this chapter. In Saguna Dhyana, one has to employ the mind. Pravrutti Marga. If you go to ISKCON temple, you can see the Krishna idol decorated, lot of flowers, lot of smell, lot of prasad, because the mind gets attracted towards the beauty. Beautiful form, beautiful taste, beautiful smell, beautiful touch, everything is beautiful. The mind gets attracted, the senses get enthralled with that particular form. Pravrutti Marga. Suppose I find my senses, mind and intellect still interested in form, taste, smell, then my path is Saguna. And in Nirguna Dhyana, one has to withdraw the mind, Nivrutti Marga. Okay, withdraw the mind from the surrounding, withdraw the mind from the body, withdraw the mind from the body, focus on the breath, withdraw the mind from the breath, focus on the emotions, withdraw the mind from the emotion, focus on the thought, then withdraw from the thought and observe the observer. This is Neti Marga. I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. Withdraw. Now this is very, very important for a meditator to understand, because without this, a person says, I am attending meditation, I am doing meditation, I am doing that meditation. I will not be able to understand what am I meditating upon. So, Pravrutti Marga, where my body, mind, intellect, senses are strong, I must use idol worship, I must use all these things as a support, because mind will be enthralled with this. And suppose I close my eyes and I'm finding lot of peace, less thoughts about family, business, job, world, then I can easily withdraw my mind and focus on the breath, and then something which is formless, where the mind will become formless, thoughtless. Ramakrishna Paramahansa, outside devotion, inside knowledge, both are important. And Vivekananda and Swami Chinmayananji, outside knowledge, inside devotion. When we see Vivekananda and Swami Gurudev, so much of logic, so much of knowledge, but their Guru Bhakti, their Ishwar Bhakti was inside. Whereas we can see Ramakrishna Paramahansa and many said outside you might feel the person is talking all Bhakti. Inside they have all the knowledge. So both go hand in hand. I must have knowledge also, I must have devotion also. But what is my predominant nature? That I need to figure it out. Now Bhagavan says, conditions for Nirguna Bhakti, withdrawing all the senses from names and forms. Why? Because energy dissipation happens through senses. Pratyahar is required. Practice neurosculpting, holding on attention to one mental image. What is neurosculpting? This is a foreign word. People like something to be, done. So I must sit quietly, take one Om symbol, put on a wall which is white, and then look at that symbol continuously, so that all other thoughts will be going. I should take one image of the Lord Krishna, Rama, Ganesh, and then keep looking at it. Some water will flow, again close eyes, again open. Slowly, that image will, come in my mind. Then I must look at the form, the color. This is what Gurudev used to do when he was a kid, when he was forced to sit for hours before Shivji. He used to see the Shivji's image and then imprint in his mind. So the impressions are very important. So this is called as Pratyahar, where I can withdraw from the entire world. For this, I have to practice withdrawing senses from names and forms. But before it becomes formless and nameless, I must focus on one. So people talk about idol worship and puja and God. I don't believe in Hindus only. No, I don't believe in idol worship. Why do you all? This is what is all psychology. This is not something out of blind faith, or lack of knowledge. Because it is very easy to hold on my attention to a form which I love, to a word. Mara, 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 Ratnakar can become Valmiki. Second, not very easy condition for a Nirguna Bhakti. Equanimous to situations, object, people, less like, dislike, practicing total acceptance. Those people say, no, I am not very, God, ritual, and all this puja, japa, then I must practice these qualifications. Am I equanimous to all? Do I accept people as they are and as they are not? This is very difficult. No, this person is like that, this person is like that, this situation is good, that situation is bad, I don't like to go here, I like to go here, this object, that object. So total acceptance if I think that I am a Nirguna Bhakta. And intent on welfare of all beings. So very, very important. We are only doing summary, we must actually think. These are so very important qualification for a Nirguna Bhakta, all actions for benefit of others. Then I am qualified for Nirguna Bhakti. Those people who say, no, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in whether Rama and Krishna was there. You tell me something what Buddha told, focus on breath, focus on this formless, nameless. Even if we suppose we go to Vipassana and do, these are all qualifications given before we practice Yam Niyam. In Buddhism also. Many Hindus are going towards Buddhism, 2-heart meditation, etc. All is good. But these qualifications are so clearly given in Bhagavad Gita. Am I qualified? And because I am not qualified, then when I sit for meditation, my mind wanders. What is the formula? Detach from the false, attached to the real, and the practice is neti neti. Withdraw, 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 withdraw from what I am not. Withdraw from the false, withdraw from something which is giving me temporary happiness. And now we are going to see the distinction between Nirguna Bhakti and Saguna Bhakti. Before that, Bhagavan is going to give one warning. What is that warning? That Nirguna Bhakti is not very easy, number one. Second warning is, if my body attachment is too much, if my mental attachment is too much, then this Nirguna Bhakti will give me more klesha, dukkha. If I have too many likes, dislikes, if I am too biased with people, if I have too many expectations from the SOP, situation, object, people, then suddenly I sit quietly, fold my legs or sit on the chair, close my eyes and expect that I will feel that peace. It is not going to happen. My mind is not ready to focus on the formless. So I must be qualified. So 3 qualifications for, so what is Saguna Bhakti defined? Unconditional love, unwavering faith, and steadfastness. And what is the qualification from Nirguna Bhakti? Less like, dislikes, concentration, and sense control. I must be able to withdraw my mind, and that is only possible when I exercise sense control when I am transacting. So before I close, one announcement. I hope all of you know that there is one session going to start in Pavai Ashram. Swami Advayananji is going to take Atma Bodh, Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, chapter 12, chapter 18. These are all summaries, and then Mundaka Upanishad. There are 2 possibilities. Either you can do online or one can go who are staying nearby to ashram. Now you might say you know all these things. Yes, knowing this is there, but going in ashram and sitting in Saraswati Nilayam and sitting there where Guruji, Gurudev have sat and so much of knowledge has been there, that entire room is full with wisdom. So that is an experience to have every one Sunday, only one Sunday. If you are not able to attend, then you can do online also. And I will put the message again. Those who are staying nearby can come. It is worth attending few sessions in the Gurukuls type, sitting there and listening to one of the most wonderful, beautiful person, Swami Advayananji, and 3 texts. Atmabodh is a Prakaran Grantha where all concepts are clear. Then Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, chapter 15, chapter 18. These are summary chapters. And then one Upanishad which covers most of the concepts in the Upanishad, that is Mundaka Upanishad. So those who can, please attend. And those who can attend in person, it is worth experiencing that Anubhav, sitting there in the Saraswati Nilam and attending and learning spirituality. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you very much.